calls.
You'll eventually get the 20% back. That Silver Connect card is going to pay her co-payments. Remicade, I believe, is an injectable, and her hospitalization co-payments. And tell them to turn his Part B on. All right, it's time to rock and roll. It's Wednesday. This is Medicare and You. I am losing my rock star status. I am exhausted. My best friend and a client of mine as well, his mom is not feeling too well, so I flew down to West Virginia on Sunday evening, and I flew back last night. I am exhausted. In the old days, I used to be able to go into New York City for an event at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, literally through the night, sleep for an hour or so on the floor in the office, and rock it the next day. My old age is catching up with me. I'm exhausted. So hope everyone's doing well out there. What a beautiful day. The fall is incredible. We're going to definitely have a fall foliage this year. Experts are saying it might be the nicest. Last year, the storm knocked all the leaves off. I think it was last year, but we had a massive storm where all the trees kept crashing down, and we had power out for a week. So that's not going to happen this year. We're going to have a beautiful fall. Get out there, get up into Litchfield County, check out some leaf peeking, and just basically start in Naugatuck, or if you're in Beacon Falls that far over listening, take 63 and just go straight up. All the way through Litchfield. It's just a dream. All right, this is Michael Regan. The show is called Medicare and You. I'm going to have our traditional Mattatuck Minute. Then I will talk about, my typical show, Medicare. Any insurance questions, we're going to go over some of the insurance exchange. I will take Jessica. Jessica, Michael Regan, how are you?
Good. How are you doing, Michael?
Good. Jessica Mussick, introduce yourself to the community. And Jessica is actually our development chair, but she is the boss today. Our typical Stephanie Harris marketing piece is out. She's on vacation. Hopefully she's doing great. So we have Jessica Mussick with the Mattatuck Museum. What a weekend, huh?
Yeah, the museum had a great weekend. On Friday, we started off with the Brass Button Awards, 5th annual, honoring Kathy and Jim Smith. We had over 260 people at the museum for the award ceremony and dinner. Wow. In the galleries, and everybody just had a great time.
It was incredible. I mean, the room was lit so beautifully. The art looked great. Kathy looked gorgeous. Jim gave a really touching speech. I've heard him speak a lot, and it was nice. He gave his wife some serious accolades. It was excellent. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did.
I think I actually saw you working, so it's not as enjoyable when you're sitting down drinking wine and enjoying the food, but you were hustling all over the place.
It was a lot of fun. I met a lot of people, and I was so happy to hear that everybody had a good time.
Yeah, it was outstanding. The committee did a phenomenal job. The planning board did a great job. I think Jim and Kathy were sincerely happy, which was nice. He brought a huge contingent from Webster Bank. Saw my buddy Michael O'Connor there. Quite a few people, actually. I saw Barbara Davitt. Tom Shute was there. I saw Tom's name on the committee planning board, and I thanked him during lunch. I said, hey, nice job. What do we have on Saturday night? What did you do on Saturday night at the museum?
On Saturday night, we opened our exhibition, Norman Sunshine, The Conversation Pieces, and that is going to be here at the museum through November 24th, beyond view. We had about 150 people in the museum for that, and it was quite the turnout. It was from 5 to 7.
Yeah, it was actually... The gentleman's really talented. He's got huge canvases.
They are very striking.
Yes, it was. Did you get an answer? I knew most of them were just his backyard up in Washington Depot, but did you get an answer on the marina? I believe someone said it was Mystic. I was thinking Martha's Vineyard or Block Island, but did we get an answer on that?
I do not believe so.
I'll shoot Dr. Rosnoy an email, the curator, Cynthia Rosnoy at the museum. She'll know the answer in like 2 seconds. But yes, Alan Shane and Norman Sunshine were there, and it was Norman's exhibit. It was a conversation piece. Actually, I bought the book. I really enjoyed the art. It was fantastic.
It does definitely strike some conversation. It was great to see people standing in front of the paintings and discussing the people, because they are actually paintings of people.
Yes, they were actually some people that were there in the room. He's actually he didn't bring the apples, but he does. Big socialite, Norman. If you Google him, you'll see that he hangs with that Joan Rivers all the time, and Hoda and whoever the girls with that morning talk show. But in some of his paintings, he had an apple painting. I was hoping that was there, but it was just the conversation pieces he brought.
It was, and these have never before been exhibited, so it's their first time out.
It's their first showing. You are going to definitely get over to the museum and see it. It's fantastic. Also, fantastic job on the boardroom. It used to be referred to as the library. You guys redid the floors in there, the paint job. That looks great.
Yes, it's now our community gallery, and it's located on the 3rd floor next to the Button Museum. And it will have small exhibitions from community artists and things like that. Also, some little exhibitions from our collection. Right now, we have 7 prints by Nicholas Kershenek that we just put up this past week. And he's often referred to as the father of pop abstraction. And they are really quite eye-catching, and they really show off the space very well.
Yeah, they were. Dr. Rosnoy was talking about it. It's 7 pieces that are in there?
Yes.
Yeah, Nicholas Kershenek. So you're going to check out some Norman Sunshine, and you're going to check out some. Will that be open to the public as well?
It is. People can go through the room, and it's also actually available as a space for rentals as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. With the new hardwood floors, or with the old restored hardwood floors, it just looks gorgeous.
It does.
It really does. The museum is looking up.
It really is.
Bob Burns, credit to you. You're making it rain. Marie Galbraith was fantastic, but the new blood has really. He's contacted the community. He's out in the community. This would not really have happened in the old days where we would have had Norman Sunshine, so that was really incredible. I was so impressed on Saturday night. I was actually a tiny bit starstruck. Some of the guests that Mr. Sunshine bought were serious art movers and shakers. No names, especially not for a HIPAA show, but it was great to see them just freely moving about with us, normal people.
Yes, it was. And then we have a lot coming up now.
Yeah. All right, so what do we have coming up?
Tomorrow night, we have the Waterbury Derby Valley Chordsmen performing here at the museum from 6 to 7:30.
That's tomorrow night,
and that's
Thursday.
Actually supported in part by the Arts and Tourism Commission of Waterbury.
Excellent.
So I hope some people will come out for that. I think they do a phenomenal job, and it'll be a fun concert to listen to up in the Performing Arts Center.
And the times are?
It's from 6 to 7:30.
Okay.
Also, this Sunday, we have another exhibition opening from 2 to 4, and that is free with museum admission, and we are opening Water Music, the art of Barbara Putnam and Gar Waterman, I'll Be Your Mirror, photographs by Kate O'Donovan Cook, the new piece in the lobby, Nobu Fuku, it's Incredibility.
Yeah, I saw that actually with the peace sign, and it's actually a large, like, Jackson Pollock-looking painting. It's huge.
It is, but when you get up close, you can really see the detail, and it's got a lot of American culture in it, and it's just an incredible piece.
I liked the peace sign, actually.
I saw in there.
Yeah.
It's just eye-catching. And
that's
really
that's right in the front foyer for those of you. So that's 2 to 4, and that's this Sunday?
It's this Sunday, yep. And that'll be, we'll also have Animalia is also opening our sculptures by Richard Griggs, and that's on the rooftop.
So Sunday's the 29th of September.
Yes.
So we have something going on the 26th with some music, on the 29th from 2 to 4.
And actually on Saturday we have free museum admission. The museum is taking part of the Smithsonian Magazine Day, Museum Day, and 1,500 museums across the country are offering free admission, including the Mattatuck.
Oh, that's important. So you know what? If you're out there and you're listening and you're working at a place of employment and you're like, oh, I can't afford that, Saturday's your day. It's free.
Definitely is, and we have story time for toddlers in the gallery that day at 10 a.m. So.
Story time for toddlers? Mm-hmm. We got a lot on the plate going here.
We really do. The museum is doing a lot lately. We even have a trip coming up, and that is on October 9th. We're going up to the Berkshires, and we still do have some room on that bus.
Okay.
And it's going to the home of Edith Wharton, the Mount, and it's also going to a house museum, which is the Frelinghuysen Morris House and Studio.
Well said. I wouldn't have been able to say that. Nicely done.
We just had a talk about it yesterday in the galleries, and it's the home and paintings of Susie Frelinghuysen and George Morris.
Okay.
And just incredible pieces, and really kind of a a cool look at American art and the home that they lived in, which is really intact.
The Mattituck Minute keeps getting longer and longer. We just talked for about 10 minutes. Well done, Jessica.
Right.
All right, so out there, you've got some beautiful stuff to see. It's right on the green. Most of you should know where it is by now. You've been hearing it for 3 years. I will talk to you tomorrow night at the music show. Talk to you later, Jess.
Sounds great.
Have a great afternoon. Thank you for your time. Okay, so for those of you who are listening, the Mattituck Museum's phone number is 203-753-0381 if you want to get some tickets for the concert tomorrow night. I'm telling you, the Norman Sunshine was really good. It was, Nick, you'd love it. Huge, huge paintings. Nicholas Kirsch or something like that, Kirschnick, that was 7 pieces. That was pretty good. We had a board meeting the other day, and I literally was like, whoa, what happened over here? And so, yeah, it was really well restored. Okay, on top of the list today is ANOC, Annual Notice of Change. My seniors out there, and first of all, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for listening. I can't believe people actually don't just turn the radio off. To the gentleman that walked into the office, you were a caller. I sincerely appreciate it. We will save you some money October 15th through December 7th. You actually looked young and healthy. There's really no reason you should have had that expensive plan. But thank you. You called in and you came into the office, and that's the whole idea behind this. Annual Notice of Change, or ANOC. Annual Notice of Change. This year it's actually Annual Notice of Changes with an S, but us agents refer to it as the ANOC. Make sure you are paying attention to this. It is not something that you just go, all right, I'm done with that. You are not going to do that. What you're going to do is you're going to sit down with your beautiful wife, or ladies out there with your handsome husband, and you're going to read this. This is a document that you need to read. Why? It's going to inform you of the changes. Jean, my boss over at GS Regan, who I love so much, incredible. Kristen, starting to really love her too. She's a hard worker. These girls are saying, you can't talk about anything. I look at my watch, I'm like, no, I can't. They'll lead me out in handcuffs. So I can't talk about any of the changes until after October 1st, but I can inform you at least the generic scenario. Said company, Anthem, Aetna, Connecticut, United Healthcare, whoever you're with, there's another one, WellCare out there. The notice of change is for a Medicare Advantage plan or a Medicare supplement. So even a supplement will have changes. Read through it. Learn about out-of-pocket limits. That is important. Again, why am I doing this? Because you need to be informed. The baby boomers are the largest growing population in the history of time. So you have to get informed of what you're getting. So in order for the communication to happen, the companies communicate with you, and they will send you an ANOC, Annual Notice of Change. Please read it. If you don't want to read it, at least bring it into the office for your appointment, and we can go over it. If you do not receive it any later than October 10th, give the radio station a call or give me a call, 203-757-6099. We will make sure we contact, even if you're not a client of mine, we will make sure we contact your carrier and get them to reissue another one. What I find is seniors sometimes change locations. My dad sold his home in Cheshire and moved to Prospect. So his ANOC might go to 20 Inverness Court, and it might not have gone to his new address. So that is something that happens. Sometimes you seniors do change residences. If you do not receive it by October 10th, give us a call. Annual Notice of Change, ANOC. The phone lines are going to be open from 1:25 to 1:50, maybe 1:55. Producer Nick's got it. He's working hard here with his camera. Producer Nick's got to plug his YouTube work, his fantastic production. 203-757-1320. Again, 203-757-1320. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back in a few minutes, and I might even throw in a song or two today. All right, hope you're having a good one.